Voice box of the block, man. We back at it with another one. Today, this the reaction part 2 of cripmac getting exposed, man.
Y'all rocking, you know what I'm saying? And y'all get a call,
treating them like family and all that.
And y'all get a call from the motherland.
Yeah.
Cali.
Yeah, we talking to them, everything. Woo woo. They was like, nah, cuz ain't never get put on. So you already know that's a.
So they chilling, and they got a call from Cali, and the call from Cali was somebody from 6-0, which was what cripmac was claiming out in Texas. And the 6-0 in Cali said, hey man, nah, we ain't never put him in, man. He false claiming.
Total offense to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody who put they blood, sweat, and tears of this shit, bro. Don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a from. Don't play with it.
How did y'all react when y'all got the news that he was flogged?
It was, you lied to us, so this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't handle that pressure. He took off.
What you mean took off?
Oh, he took off. After that happened, we don't hear from him.
He wouldn't be heard of in Houston for years. After he was caught cosplaying a rolling 60, he decided to head back to Cali. And here's where the story gets even more twisted.
Hey.
C-Mac claims that he went from Houston to South Central at 16.
Packed my shit and ran back to LA. I was on 59th and 8th Avenue by Crenshaw and Slauson by Nips Hood. I was in the Dorset Village with them niggas over there. You know, then I moved with my auntie on 45th and Western.
But in reality, C-Mac was living in Chino and attending Fontana High School. If you don't believe me, he actually said it on his old Facebook page, and he's in the class of 2011.
Hey, this guy did a good job on digging up all his history. Ain't no mystery in his history now.
Yearbook. But just because he was living in the suburbs does not mean that he wasn't banging. In fact, he started his own hood. On December 22nd, 2012, cripmac officially started the Trey Chino Gator Crips. But wait, later that same day, he actually changed the name to the Trey Deuce Chino Gator Crips. I suppose they moved a block over or something? I don't know. But here's how committed he was. He decided he would get them tatted on his arm. Well, it's actually not a they, because C-Mac was the only member. Because of this, he had ultimate control, kind of like a Madden franchise. He chose Chino as the city, a gator as the logo, and green as their color. So from what I'd assume, C-Mac would stand outside his cul-de-sac, wave his green rag, and wait for any devious soccer moms to roll down the block. But wait, just a week later, their name would change once again, now known as the 4 or 5 Chino Gators. Well, this only lasted for 8 more days, as C-Mac then decided that he was a 5 Deuce Hoover.
No.
He even dissed the whole neighborhood card. Yes.
Whoa. Wow, no, man, not cripmac, man. So you mean to tell me he has Hoova on his forehead, and they say he used to claim Hoova and was dissing the neighborhood card? Nah, man. Where this guy find all this at, man? This can't be real.
In 2012, cripmac claimed Hoover and dissed the whole neighborhood card. If you ask me, that's not keeping it nifty on 50s. Well, his life as an internet Hoover would not last long, as now he was on to claiming different hoods. On January 24th, 2013, C-Mac was invited to a party hosted by the Trey 57 Pomona Crips. And what do you know, just 2 days later, C-Mac is on Facebook claiming Trey 57 and dissing their opposition. At this point, cripmac is like the Tiana Trump of.
So they found all this on Facebook. Why didn't cripmac just delete the Facebook? He still got all this up. You know this man ain't got it all, man. He still. Hey, hold on, man. Ain't no way this man still got all this up. And come on, man.
The LA streets. But wait, we're not even in the LA chapter of his life yet, and from here it only gets worse. Before going to LA, C-Mac would claim one more made-up set, the 7-1 Chino Villains. Well, this did not last long, and now he was on to his next venture, rapping.
Get money every time. Get money. Your girl likes me, and my swag is so official.
At this point, he's already 20 years old.
Hey, man.
He tried being a rolling 60 in
man.
Texas, then came back, tried to claim 5 different sets, and then pursue a rap career. So now, what is the next step for C-Mac DeLoke, also known as Suburban Trevor? Well, this is when he finally moved to the city of Los Angeles.
Hey, and we discovered on part 1, his name really Trevor. Hey man, y'all go check out part 1 if y'all ain't checked out part 1. That's on my page. Y'all go check out part 1.
Moving in with his
And if you haven't hit that like button, like, comment, and subscribe.
girlfriend on 111th in Vermont. From here, he tried to get put onto Acacia Block in Compton, but they didn't want him, so he decided to keep it moving. His next try was the infamous Rolling 60s, and they decided to let him in. So in August of 2013, CripMac officially joined the Rolling 60s. At 20 years old, his lifelong dream had finally come true. CripMac had made it out of the suburbs and into the streets of South Central LA. The reverse of what everyone else in the world is trying to do. I guess CripMac was the original John Moran. Well, unfortunately, his life as a Rolling 60 would not last long. In fact, after just a year, he was DP'd and put off the set.
Wow. However it went, I didn't make the cut through the GP, I got put off, whatever.
His dream life was now over with. He literally tried everything possible to become a respected member of something. He then decided to move to Vegas with his mother for the next year. But after a year in Vegas, C-Mac returned to South Central LA as he decided to give banging one more try. Sometime between January of 2015 and 2017, C-Mac was officially put on to 55th Street. This means that he was put on between the ages of 22 and 24 years old. Regardless, from this
That's extremely late too, by the way.
day, it's been 55th Street ever since. Why they'd accept an applicant like him who's been tossed around, I don't know, but here we are. After a year of being a 55th Street member, C-Mac was arrested and sent to jail for stealing a bike. C-Mac actually did 2 years in prison where he programmed time 5.
2 years for stealing a bike, man? Come on now. 2 years for stealing a bike. He had a public defender, man. Hey, something.
Well, after being released in 2020, he returned to LA with content creation on his mind. At first, it was simply funny videos that caught people's attention, but then he started dissing the Hoovers relentlessly.
I ain't letting up on them.
Yeah.
Ever.
When the Hoovers saw this, they were shocked because they didn't even know who this was. This is because out of his then 27 years of life, only 3 were actually spent in LA. Thus why the enemies he has whacked out on his forehead claim they've never seen him in their life.
Wow.
C-Mac is like really like not a focus in my eyes. I have never seen him.
So you mean to tell me he got Hoover Destruction and Hoover on his forehead and these folks don't even know him? I don't know if all these stories cap, man. All this is allegedly. They don't even know him, man. Come on, man.
I don't know
Cali
nobody.
can't be that
none
big.
of my
LA
friends
can't be
see
that
him,
big.
like- I mean, he just like something to joke around with, like play with it, but I'm worried about that man like that. Ain't no serious like topic. Like
I gotta ask, how did the beef with you and C-Mac start?
Let's see
I'm
what he
gonna
gonna
correct
say.
it first of all. It's
It's
not no
Jack
beef.
5.
Okay.
Like no, it's no
Him
way.
and Jack 5 got the
That's
fighting in jail.
entertainment.
So they told the story of when him and Jack 5 finally met. That last time he went to jail, and Jack 5 seen him, and he said he tapped his homeboy and said, "Hey, squabble groove," and him and Jack 5 got into it or whatever. He said he tried to hit Jack 5, he missed or whatever. Jack 5 hit him twice, bim. He said he went down. Oh, say Jack 5 knocked cripmac out, man.
No such thing as no beef.
Because you never met him, never seen him.
I never seen
I
him.
assume.
I never heard of him before the internet. Like I said, I've been in the streets my whole life.
Said he never seen him, never heard
of
of
him or nothing. So I'm finna beef with him. I'm not finna beef with you over no internet. I got too much street credit for that. Like, I don't know who you are. 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 I don't know who you are.
No one in South Central knew who C-Mac was because he spent his entire life in Texas and Chino Hills. Oh yeah, and Las Vegas as well. Regardless, it was a true recipe for YouTube success, and Adam22 began taking notice. On March 16th, 2021, the CripMac Nojumper interview was dropped and it went absolutely viral. One thing to notice is that since that video, his voice and cadence has changed completely.
I love it. Sometimes people hit me up, I think it's a setup. So I blocked the account. You don't see that? You just blocked your biggest fan.
He imitates the gang life,
do
but he's
sound
not a
different,
gangbanger. Yeah. This is not a gang.
Well, after the Nojumper interview, all of the fans wanted to see him in his hood. And boom, that's when Andrew Callahan drops the legendary cripmac vlog. After watching the video, the first thing that came to my mind is where are all of his fellow members? Why is it always just him on the block? And vlog after vlog after vlog, I could not find any fellow 55th Street members. Where are the 55th Street members the whole world needed to know? And unfortunately, we all found out in the worst way possible. In January of 2022, cripmac's old Facebook page was revealed. All of the posts claiming fake sets, dissing the neighborhood card, and saying he's done with banging. And this is when the 55th Street members decided to come out of the woodworks. His fellow members gave him Street members. Where are the 55th Street members the whole world needed to know? And unfortunately, we all found out in the worst way possible. In January of 2022, cripmac's old Facebook page was revealed. All of the posts claiming fake sets, dissing the neighborhood.
Oh man. Oh man, grooving 5. It looked like he was claiming 5 deuce. NK neighborhood. Oh man, come on. Oh, and that's Crip. That's crazy, man. Hey, let that sit. That's crazy. That was cripmac post. That's crazy.
Art and saying he's done with banging. And this is when the 55th Street members decided to come out of the woodworks. His fellow members gave him one of the worst DPs in history that lasted over 7 minutes long. But the worst part about it is that they recorded it and uploaded it to the internet. This was dead wrong on so many levels.
I think he got, that was when Milk exposed it. Milk was the one who exposed that Facebook. How Milk found that, I don't know. Milk was the one who exposed the Facebook post. Chino, Gator, whatever cripmac was claiming of doing.
Yes, C-Mac should not have posted all that, but why would you disrespect your brother to that extent? And as a 30-year-old man, why are you letting this happen to you? But that's when we learned that this is how 5-5 treats cripmac on the regular.
You'd have been DP like 5 times.
About 5 times. About 5 times.
So he hard.
You know, but a DP only makes a man stronger because you can survive harder in the county jail.
Yeah.
Trust and believe that.
From what I heard in South Central, they call dudes like C-Mac total crash dummies. Guys like him from the suburbs are treated badly by their set and they're told to do things they don't want to do. Maybe this explains all of the face tats, how he speaks, and why he's always trying to overprove himself.
So they saying cripmac just an old-fashioned man crash dummy, man. What y'all think?
For guys like King Von, for example, they're actually born into this life, almost without a choice. But for cripmac, he decided to move to LA at 21 years old and join a crew that he didn't know a single member of. Not to mention that he chose to have ops that don't even know he exists. All of this to fill his identity crisis and void for brotherhood. So for all of the young men out there dealing with the same thing, please realize that this is not the way to do it. Going to college or joining the military will fill that void 10 times over. Well, on a positive note, cripmac is extremely entertaining and has a true talent for YouTube. 100 Bosco and even Blueface. In fact, he's been dissing Blueface for quite a while.
Doing a boxing match. No chance for a boxing match.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. That ain't my type of crib.
Look tough, don't he?
Okay. What is it about Blueface that you say it's not your type of crib?
I'm a play ball crip. I really do this shit in real life. My cripping is more legit than kill. I'm just gonna keep it like that. It's five ever like that. My cripping is 5 real legit. Yeah, I'll break Blueface's nose. Yeah, I'll break Blueface's nose.
Now everyone was worried about what would happen if cripmac ran into Blueface. But what we must remember is that deep down he's still suburban Trevor from Chino Hills. This is what actually happened when he ran into Blueface.
Hey, the Mac, what up?
Blueface, baby.
What's up, man?
Yeah, you want to see Friday on Hood?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
And I definitely want to add this China Mac, he probably scared, shaking in his boots, man. China Mac like, hey, man, what's going on, man? Crip Mac on the there with China Mac. China Mac probably ain't even gonna help you.
That's my boy. Cut on hood. My heart. Keep it crippin'. Same color rag.
You may be wondering why C-Mac didn't keep the same energy, but this might be why.
Oh, man.
I don't even know what to say.
It look like he can't fight. It look like he can't fight neither, man. All this might just be an act, man. Y'all ever seen one of those dudes who just be acting? Then when he get to fighting, somebody just... Every time he get to fighting, it just don't go good for him, man.
Even after he was friendly in person with Blueface, C-Mac is still dissing him online.
I want to beat Blueface's face. I want to whoop his scrawny light skin. I want to bust his face open.
Not only is he internet tough with Blueface, but also with YG as well. Here's a video of cripmac meeting YG.
Hey, YG.
Now that look like a normal little meeting.
To everyone watching, this seems like a pretty normal, friendly conversation. But in the mind of cripmac, somehow he pressed YG.
Blueface and YG. I worked with YG, let Cuz know where I'm from and my name. He didn't even bang back with his name. He wouldn't get extra out. Oh, I'm Boo, the Woochie Wolf from West Side Trees. I know your name, YG.
I don't know what he talking about. It look like cripmac walked up and said what's up or whatever, and YG said what's up back, and they kept it moving. I don't know what he talking about.
You gonna come extra out, nigga. You don't know me,
I don't know how he thought that was the situation, but I guess anything goes for Suburban Trevor. To make matters worse, C-Mac decided to randomly diss Mozzie.
Recently you made a post about Mozzie.
Oh yeah, Cuz, what.
So can you kind of talk about that and explain that a little bit?
But Cuz not playing ball like that, Cuz not doing what niggas like I'm doing it for niggas do. You find me on hustlers. It ain't taking nothing from what Cuz talk about, Cuz, but you not actively doing it, Cuz. You find me on hustlers, you got a good flow.
Alright. I don't know if cripmac putting on an act or what, but from the looks of all that, it look like you don't want to get into it with swamp stories and you got stuff hidden in your background, because he gonna pull it out too. He just 1090 Jake him without 1090 Jaking him, man. That's crazy. But it's been another one, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You gotta subscribe, man. Don't keep watching if you ain't subscribed. I see that a lot. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Voice Box of the Block, man. We out.